along the shoreline of Lake Guntersville here. It is the 2024 Lake Guntersville Hydrofest and the race for the Southern Cup. On deck now, it is time for H1 Unlimited Heat number 4, presented for the Hydrofest by the Guntersville Water Board. The team at Guntersville Water Board continues to support their local community with excellent drinking water, as well as sponsoring the Unlimited class here at Hydrofest. The Lake Guntersville Water Board has been on board many times and many years here at the Lake Guntersville Hydrofest. We appreciate greatly their support and their sponsorship. Lake Guntersville Water Board, thank you. H1 Unlimited, heat number 4. We are inside 10 minutes until the start of this particular heat. In fact, we're 8 minutes and 35 seconds away from that. Let's take a quick look at who's going to come out on the water and compete in H1 Unlimited Heat 4. Presented by the Guntersville Water Board, it will feature the U11 Miss Mercury's Coffee, Jamie Nielsen behind the wheel. Going to be joined by U1, the bright red and defending national high points champion Beacon Electric, with J. Michael Kelly behind the wheel. The extremely fast U40 Bucket List Racing with Dustin Eccles handling driving chores. And then it's Andrew Tate in our top qualifier, the U91 Miss Goodman Real Estate. This is going to be, or on paper at least, it is a very, very competitive heat. But then all of our heats on the H1 side have been that way. We don't have the biggest field in town, but we have got an extremely competitive field. This one will feature the 11, the 1, the 40, and the 91, or said another way, Nielsen, Kelly, Eccles, Tate. Let's get it on. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. We're about a minute and 30 seconds from having the H1 Unlimiteds being allowed to start across the lake. Normally that occurs at the 5-minute mark, but because of the distance to travel across the water, they are allowed to come out at the 6-minute mark. And we are working our way down to that. It's H1 Unlimited Heat number 4, the Guntersville Water Board. Miss Mercury's Coffee. It is red, it is black, it is white, it is beautiful on the water. It is a brand new sponsor, and they are all here in Guntersville for this event. Their boat has been running extremely well. I expect, well, now I look to my left and I see a whole bunch of them. I see a whole bunch of these brand new shirts down here with the Mercury's Coffee Company logos on them. We are so pleased and happy to have them as part of H1 Unlimited. Beacon Electric, J. Michael Kelly, he will be in this one. Bucket List Racing with Dustin Eccles, and the Goodman Real Estate with Andrew Tate. I look to my left, and I think I see my good friend Mr. Mike Dunslow here. He's going to don the headset here, and we'll banter back and forth a little bit and see. We'll get his thoughts on this particular heat and what he might expect to see. We'll make sure our guys up there in the booth pot him up and get him ready to go. Mike, are you hot?
Oh, ask my wife.
There you go. That's the right answer, young man. So here you go. I'm going to hand you this list of boats. I just went down it a couple of different ways. Take a look at that and tell me what you think.
Jamie Nielsen, gee, where's he going to be? He's going to be pushing for lane 1, as is JMK. And then Dustin just proved last time out there, or yesterday afternoon, that he can get lane 1. And Andrew will be floating around probably on the second half on the outside because he feels like he's got speed on everybody and drive around everybody. So it's we've got – is this the first time we're going to have the first, second, and third fastest qualifiers, and you mix in Mercury's Coffee, which ran a 166. So it's all up for grabs. And look at Rooster Tails.
I count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be fun. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to the start, 5:15. Again, as the boats come across Lake Guntersville, the difference here between this style or this racing format and that of our Grand Prix Hydros is these guys have no idea what lane they're going to wind up in. They fight for the lane. It is not assigned to them as they come out on the water. Andrew Tate is just blistering across the lake, and he is already at the top end of the race course. I got a hunch he's going to come down here pretty hard, give everybody a good look at that beautiful U91 Goodman Real Estate. It's black, it's gold, it's white. It's also, Mike, pretty fast.
I was going to finish that sentence for you. Yeah, and it's really fast.
It's really fast. 4:35. 4:35 to the start. I like this, that everybody's got to come across start-finish line here. Everybody gets a good look at the boats. Here comes our defending national high point. Oh, it does not. See, the colorblind guy got bit there a little bit. That wasn't red. That's bright orange. This is Bucket List Racing and Dustin Eccles, boat owned by Kelly and Sharon Stocklin out of Snohomish, Washington. And we know that one's fast.
Oh, my gosh. Last year, 171 on this course.
Yeah, and earlier this weekend, he ran down our defending national high points champion from the outside. Speaking of that particular competitor, he is across start-finish line right now. He be J. Michael Kelly in the Beacon Electric. I like that the new color scheme on the U1.
Well, it helps the colorblind individuals behind the microphone.
That guy. Yep, like him a lot. Like him a lot. So our boats are really spread out here right now. This is this new start procedure. Again, these guys don't know what lane they are going to start in, but there's a whole procedure for that, and we've got time for it to play out. We're at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. The guys have to be behind the start-finish line at 1:30. And here comes Andrew Tate. Now, he's going to try something maybe a little different, and this is what we're seeing, Mike. We're seeing guys come out and try different things. Maybe by the time we get out west, we'll start seeing some consistent maneuvers, but it seems like every time the guys come out, it's a little something different.
Well, the different courses are going to play different for the strategy, so I'm really interested to see where Tate ends up. J. Michael Kelly, Dustin, Jamie, they're all going to go for lane one, would be my feeling.
Yeah, and you know Jamie's really good at getting it. And, whoa, there goes Dustin Eccles. He cuts the course very quickly here right after going across the start-finish line. Now watch this. He's trying to beat Andrew Tate. And as we saw yesterday, it is a long way across this course. It's 2,000 feet across there, but he got over there in enough time. And the radio man for Andrew Tate said, by the way, that boat coming across in front of you, that is Dustin Eccles.
1 minute to the score up.
Also letting him know that that's J. Michael Kelly that is sitting up there just about at the entrance pin to turn 2. He goes by the entrance buoy there. So you got 3 of them huddled up there. Again, they have not yet decided their lanes. That happens the next time they enter turn 2, whatever lane they are in at that time. That will be the one they have to bring to the start-finish line. Interesting now how good Jamie Nielsen is at getting that inside lane. Right now, he's sitting on the far outside. Watch it change right now.
Here we go.
It's going to change because he got legal overlap on everybody else up there, and he dove into lane 1. So Nielsen now sits in 1 as we approach the 140 mark. Got to be behind the start-finish line at 1:30. This looks like this will be okay. Who's coming up in between boats? It is J. Michael Kelly. He comes in and just jumps.
Dustin's down.
Dustin is down at the top end of the race course as J. Michael Kelly flies across. Boy, the U1 is really light. And now we've got not only Dustin Eccles dead at the top end of the race course trying to respool. The same is going on with the U91 and Andrew Tate, and he's down. He's completely down right now. And we are at the minute 5 mark right now. Here comes Dustin. He's up and running, but he's going to be way off the pace. Mike, that one was more than slightly ragged.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened up there. I just saw him go down, and then something happened right here in the middle. As J. Michael was cutting through a rooster tail, and might have happened to Andrew Tate, not sure. Yeah, we're going to watch this really close because Andrew Tate right now is not sitting in a good spot. He's sitting right in one of the first 2 or 3 lanes as we get down approaching 30 seconds, and we've got boats coming up behind him. We're keeping an eye on the officials. The white flag is still hanging. Dustin Eccles is rolling up the backstretch in the U40 Bucket List Racing trying to catch up to the field. They're saying Andrew is sitting at about lane 3 or 4, but well, he's got 3 boats coming up behind him. This is a situation the officials will take a look at. Still not being told anything is changing. We are inside 5 seconds. We're 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Jamie Nielsen.
Appears to be legal. Not sure quite what happened to Kelly, but Dustin Eccles rocketed by him on the outside. A very, very ragged score up and also an equally ragged start. But the beneficiary of all of this, it's that Mercury Coffee's company again, Jamie Nielsen, rolling off the exit pin.
Yeah, it makes me think of Madison last year when he did this. He left everybody. He's at least rooster tail and a half ahead of Dustin.
Yeah, he really is, and Dustin's got just a little over a rooster tail on J. Michael Kelly as Andrew Tate fires up the Goodman Real Estate. He has not yet scored up. He just did because he died before the score. Meanwhile, our race is up at the top end. Jamie on an inside lane, going to come down. This is the first of 3 times around the race course. J. Michael Kelly's been flying the U1 as he came across, but right now it is Jamie Nielsen, U11 Mercury's Coffee, showing everybody the transom on that new sponsor's boat that is owned by Scott and Shannon Rainey. Then it is Dustin Eccles in second place in the Bucket List Racing, chased by the U1, the Beacon Electric. It is very much, Mike, shades of Madison a year ago when Jamie did the same thing to the field.
Yeah, he's still rooster tail, almost 2. He might have stretched it out a little bit.
Yeah, the race might be back for second place because it is JMK on the inside of Dustin Eccles. They're having to negotiate the water being left by Jamie Nielsen. Here comes Andrew Tate. He will come down. But keep an eye on the third place boat. It is the U1, the Beacon Electric, and J. Michael Kelly. He is on the inside of Dustin Eccles, and he's making up ground up there right now. Watch what line they take through the corner versus Jamie Nielsen. Jamie went out to about lane 2. Kelly is staying inside of that wake. That is going to save him ground and get him better water. Dustin Eccles is in second place, but Kelly has made up ground, Mike. He's right with him.
Dustin yesterday tried to come around the outside and lost out by a boat length, and now Mike is trying to come up on the inside. Same 2 boats.
Same 2 boats that we saw in that great heat yesterday. This is the white flag lap. That means it's the last one. And it is still Jamie Nielsen and Mercury Coffee looking strong. Coming off the bottom end of the race course, looks like 1 boat. It is 2. We are dead even for second place up the backstretch. Bright orange and bright red, and they are side by side up the backstretch. The race is for second place. Meanwhile, here comes Andrew Tate. He's still got a couple of laps to go. Our leader, Jamie Nielsen's going to come off the top end and come down and get a checkered flag. Meanwhile, J. Michael Kelly has moved out on Dustin Eccles. He had a great corner at the top end, Mike.
Absolutely, and Mike's got a rooster tail on him already.
There's the checkered flag for the Mercury's Coffee, and Jamie Nielsen right there. J. Michael Kelly will come across in the Beacon Electric in the U1. Third place is going to go to Dustin Eccles in the U40, the Bucket List Racing, and we're going to have to watch the flags to make sure we understand exactly which lap Andrew Tate is on in the... He is going to get a white flag this time by, which means he still has another one to go. Oh, that was fun. And, Mike, if you look to your left, you might just see a pretty good smile coming over here. Jim, that was very good. I know you had fun with that. There's a big smile coming this way with that guy right there. That is boat owner Scott Rainey. I know he's talking to his driver, he's talking to his team, but oh my goodness, brand new sponsor on the water, at least a victory.
Oh, loads of fun. Isn't that great? I hope everybody watching the live stream's enjoying this. So we're pretty proud of this Miss Mercury's Coffee team, and I don't know what else to say. Let's go. Let's race. This is awesome.
Real quickly, you can say something about that driver. He's pretty good.
Well, he just knows where he needs to be, and they do a lot of planning. Jamie and Ben do up in the truck, and the strategy really shows, and I couldn't be more pleased. I couldn't be more pleased to represent this great sponsor and be part of this great sport.
Do me a favor, go get in the bus and get over there and celebrate with him. Scott Rainey, owner of the U11 Miss Mercury's Coffee Company. Congratulations, man. That is good stuff right there. Daryl, you're involved as much as anybody in H1 Unlimited Racing. You say, I really like to win, but you also like good competition and you like sponsors to succeed. Pretty good stuff right there, huh?
Yeah, I was standing next to his sponsors. They're real happy. I told Scott, I said, I wore his hat for a couple hours yesterday just to walk around and support them. I go, I did this.
Oh, Daryl Strong, even when he loses, he has a good time. Mike, that was fun.
I just saw the Mercury's Coffee owner, Morgan, give a big thumbs up. They're having a good time. They're representing. If you see the black H1 Hummer,
Yeah.
it's all decaled up, Mercury's Coffee. I know those guys are having a great time. My wife's been drinking the coffee since we got here. And if you don't have any coffee and you need some, come on down to the Mercury's Coffee tent.
They will be more than happy. They will be more than happy to.
Oh,
here we
here
go.
he is.
Why don't you talk to him, Mike? I will put I'll put this one on him.
Okay.
I'll put this headset on him. If you want to just throw this on real quick. Here we go.
Thanks, buddy.
We've got Morgan Harris, owner of Mercury's Coffee. Oh, my gosh. And I know this is your first race.
Yeah,
What about the thrill of the win?
that was awesome. Jamie nailed the start. It was a little bit off, but with the other guys, but he killed it the whole time. Dustin wasn't even catching up with him, doing so much.
Oh, I know. He hit the start and hit the score up, and no one else was within
Yeah.
a rooster tail to let him around. I mean,
It was
could-
killer.
and you're a hydro fan. I
Yeah.
mean, you've been a fan since you were probably 10 years old.
Yeah, little guy.
Oh my gosh! And now you're in the sport, and you're in your sponsored boat with the Rainies. Oh, amazing!
It's an unbelievable feeling. I mean, we came out here to try to compete and just, do the best we could. I mean, everybody wants to win when you're racing, but just want to bring the energy and bring some connection to the sport, have a lot of fun.
And some
So we're-
caffeine.
Yeah, some caffeine. That's what we're doing out here right now. It's like giving all the fans something to be happy about along with the racing.
Oh my!
Yeah.
All right, I guess we've got Jamie on the dock. Let's see if our pit reporter is working.
Thank you very much. We tried to get we're working on some technology here to get the interview with what appeared, at least on the live stream, as a very, very happy Jamie Nielsen, as you might imagine. Did somebody say something there? Okay, that's all right. We're working on the audio so we can get it for everybody to hear, but you could tell by looking at his face he was a very happy guy. And Mike Denslow, while you were talking with Morgan there, I was advised by the Mercury's Coffee people that at that tent that's right up here where they have all their good stuff, iced drinks and energy drinks are free. So
Free?
Stop by. Yeah, they just told me that. They're free up here.
Not
at-
almost free, actually free.
Actually free, and they will be the same price at Madison, Indiana next week, but they've got an allotment that they put aside for Guntersville, and they got lots left, so stop by and say hi, and before you say hi, say congratulations. There were some beaming people walking up there. That was fun.
Yeah, I just got a weather update from the Guntersville team here that 30 to 45 minutes out there could be some thunderstorms, but hopefully it happens in the around our schedule, not right in the middle of it, so we're not changing heats around, but just something to be thinking about.
Yeah, and I've just been handed a note here by Tana Morissette of H1 Unlimited, who's monitoring the official side of things for us. Am I reading this right, that at least on the water, everything was clean? So on the water in that heat, everything was clean. So Jamie is clearly the winner on the water. The boats will go through tech inspection, but sometimes, there's an incident that somebody has to look at, and with all the stuff going on, that was a ragged score up and a ragged start, but everything's clean from the official side on the water. All Jamie Nielsen and his team needs to do is clear tech inspection, and they will be the official winner.
We definitely saw some chaos out there, but chaos is great. You know, they're figuring out their score-up strategies, and with 2.5, 3 minutes left, we had 4 boats in 4 different locations on the course. So they all had different strategies.
Yep.
3 came together, and then what happens? The fast guy, which we've talked about in the H1 board meetings, if you're going to troll, they had 3 boats trolling, and what did Jamie do? Oh, leapfrog.
Leapfrogged them, that's it. And the overlap rule, when we're in the milling period, which that was, during the milling period, the overlap is not 7 boat lengths, it's 5, and that did not get changed. He clearly had 5, 6, 7, maybe more boat lengths up there at the top end of their course, and I had made the comment just as they entered the turn, Mr. Inside is on the far outside, and about 8 seconds later, he was in lane 1. Good move.
He knew what he was doing. He's a racer. He's been racing a long time and knew what he wanted to do, and he pulled the move off perfectly.
He did indeed. It was H1 Unlimited, heat number 4. It was a good one. It was presented by the Guntersville Water Board. We've got the finish on the water. We will wait for the technical update and make sure everything is clean in the truck. But when we get that information, we will bring it back to you. Right now, I'm going to sign off on behalf of Mike Denslow and myself as soon as we get something else on the water. In fact, we're going to take a break now coming up because we're approaching 12 o'clock. We'll take a break on the water, and I'm told we are going to stay live here until the results are official. So we will stay on board at least until we hear about our first place finisher, at least on the water, Jamie Nielsen.